guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know, my name is Jayla. You guys, you're not unlovable, you're not crazy, you're not like this anomaly that is never gonna have someone that's gonna love them fully, that's gonna accept them fully, that's going to be worthy, that's gonna be deserving. You're not that. All that you had was a narcissistic mom. All that you had was a mom that wasn't emotionally there for you. All you had was you didn't have a support system. You didn't have anyone there that was supposed to be nurturing you. That one person that is supposed to always be there for you. That one person that is always supposed to be lifting you up. That one person that is supposed to help you through life. And they cared more about their own. And that's not your fault. It doesn't make you unlovable. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you're unworthy. I know that it's really, really hard to go through having a narcissistic mom. I personally have one, and I have had to cut her off more times than I care to remember. And I currently am just cleaning my hands of the situation and just been done with it, because it's just not worth it. It's not worth your time, your energy, your love, your care, constantly pouring into this person, and they're never going to be satisfied. They're never going to be satisfied. Nothing you do is ever going to be enough. And just because nothing that you do is ever going to be enough for them doesn't mean that it's not enough. It doesn't mean that you're not enough. It doesn't mean that you're unlovable. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you, because there's not. This person just is incapable of receiving. This person is incapable of giving anything to you. They're incapable of giving you what you need. They're incapable of loving you in the way that you deserve to be loved. It doesn't have anything to do with you. And going into different relationships, whether it's with a partner, whether it's with a coworker, a friend, an acquaintance, like people that you work with, like it doesn't matter what it is, that's always going to follow you. That's always going to follow you. And it's always going to be in the back of your mind thinking, what if everything that I'm doing right now is like for nothing? What if everything that I'm working towards building this relationship with this person, what if it's still not enough for them to love me? What if it's still not enough? Because you've grown up feeling that way. You've grown up feeling like you're in this box, like you're trapped, like you're suffocating, because nothing that you do is ever good. You're never good enough. You're never receiving that love. You're never receiving that support. You're like, it's making me trip over my words. Like, you have to grow up so fast. You have to raise yourself. You have to nurture yourself and love yourself. You have to be your own mother. You have to mother yourself through everything. Through everything. And you go through life and you become an adult and you become so guarded, and it becomes so scary to open up to people and be vulnerable to people, because you've never felt comfortable. You've never felt comfortable having relationships like that, where you can just sit back and just be loved, and trust that. And trust that it's not just someone trying to manipulate you. Trust that it's not just someone trying to get a favor out of you. Trust that it's not just this backhanded thing. When I was growing up, I always thought, if I want to receive love, I have to offer something. I need to have something to offer this person. I need to do something for them, or I need to be this perfect person, or I need to mold myself into what they think that I should be. And time again, I lose myself because of that. I lose who I am. I start to crumble and fall apart because I'm straining myself. I'm working overtime to try to be this person, to try to be perfect, because I don't want to lose that love. And you're not going to lose that love. Anyone that is worth having your love, they're going to be there for you even when you're not 100%. Even when you can't have a good day, even when you can't have a conversation, even when you can't form words in your head, even when you can't get out of bed, Even when you can't take care of yourself, they're going to be there to love you no matter what. It doesn't matter what you're offering. It doesn't matter what kind of a perfect person that you are. It doesn't matter for that because it's not real. It's not real. It's not realistic. And that's just not love. Love isn't having this person that you curate. You shouldn't have to curate yourself for anybody. You should be able to show up exactly as who you are and be loved for that. And when you grow up with, whether it's a narcissistic mom or a dad, whatever it is, it drains you. It drains you, it strips you of who you are because you are so used to having to constantly think about this other person, constantly predict their needs, constantly predict their thoughts, predict how are they going to react to this, and if I say this, then what are they going to say to that, and just doing mental gymnastics in your head all the time when you're just trying to converse, when you're just trying to love this person, when you're just trying to receive love. But it's become this battlefield. It's become this war inside your head every single time. And now it's carrying over into other relationships. It's carrying over into other things. When you go into a romantic relationship now, you're constantly thinking, well, if I'm not doing this and this and this for this person, and if I'm not meeting these needs, and if I'm not being perfect, and if I'm not doing this, this, and this, they're going to leave, and I'm not going to have any love, and I'm never going to be loved again, and I'm just like, and it can be a paralyzing feeling. It can feel like you are like suffocating. You feel like you can't breathe because you think, this is it. This is how I get love. Like there is no other option. Like if I'm not doing this, I'm simply just not going to be loved. They're simply just going to go. I'm simply just going to be alone. And that's just not the case. It's not the case. That's only going to be the reality if you are surrounded by people that embody what you grew up with. If you are constantly going into relationships with people that embody who you grew up with, that hurt you, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same pattern. And it's not your fault because we gravitate towards those type of people. We gravitate towards people that want to feel that power over us. We gravitate towards people that want to mold us into their own little thing, their own little treasure to keep away from the world. They want to tuck us away. We gravitate towards people that constantly just think about themselves, that think about you as just an object in their world, not as a whole human being that has thoughts, their own feelings, their own desires, their own emotions. That's not how they see you. They don't see you as a human being. They see you as a little like side character in their world. You're just a little thing over there. And when they interact with you, that's when you're a human being in the world. But anytime that you don't have an interaction with them, anytime that it's not related to them, then you might as well just not exist. Then it doesn't matter. Everything outside of them that's not attached to you too, it doesn't matter. It doesn't exist. Like, it's a lot. And I hope and pray for anyone that has experienced a narcissistic parent. I can't ever say the word right, so I'm sorry. But a narcissistic parent, that you know that going into other relationships, that it doesn't always have to be like that. Like, when you find the right people, the right person, whatever it is, it's not going to feel like that. It's not going to feel like you have to constantly work and prove yourself. You shouldn't have to prove yourself to be loved, to be treated with respect, to be treated with basic human decency. You shouldn't have to do that. And you won't have to when it's the right person. You won't have to when, like, this person genuinely loves you. The love that you receive from a parent is supposed to be unconditional. And a lot of us just simply don't receive that. You have to be this certain person. You have to go by their guidelines. You have to stay within their good graces. You have to do exactly how they envision that you need to be. And if you're not doing that, then get out. And it's heartbreaking. It's like mourning everything that you hoped and dreamed that this parent could be, and they're just simply not going to be that. there's nothing that you can do. There's no power that is within you, any kind of force in this world that can change that other than them. And it's really tough to say it, but a lot of people, they just don't want to change. They just don't want better. They don't want to understand you. They don't want to care. They don't want to hear you out. They don't want to know your point of view. Like, just know that despite however this person has been to you, however they've treated you, how much they belittled you, how invisible you feel in their eyes, you are so lovable. You are so worthy of any kind of love that comes into your life. Don't question it. Don't question it, because you are more than worthy. You're more than worthy of it. You're more than deserving of it. You have so much to offer this world, and what you have to offer this world is just being yourself. Just being yourself. There's nothing that you have to work to do. There's no point that you need to prove. Just you existing. Just being here. Just being in this space. That adds value to it. Don't let these people make you feel like you have to fight tooth and nail to get an ounce of love. And that love comes with conditions and things attached to it. That's not the way love is supposed to be. Love is supposed to be free. It's supposed to be pure. It's supposed to be unconditional. It's supposed to be ever flowing. When you have a narcissistic mom, you feel so invisible. You feel like your words don't matter. Who you are isn't enough. You feel like you're just questioning everything all the time. Like, do my friends actually like me? Or do they just like it when, I tell them nice things, or when we hang out and it's like a good time? And you think, does my partner really love me? Like, I know we have such good times, but whenever I'm feeling down, or whenever I feel like I need a helping hand, I get scared because I don't want to reach out to them. I don't want to be a burden, and I don't want to we don't want to ever feel like we don't ever feel like we can take up space and be safe, because we're not used to that. We're not used to asking things from people. We're not used to having needs, because they were never met. We had to meet them for ourselves. Anytime we tried to reach out for help or reach out for anything, it was always met with resistance. It was always met with just no support, just nothing. It was met with just being so discouraged, being so belittled, feeling like, what was the point of even asking? And it made you feel like, as soon as I ask for anything from this person, they're going to stop loving me, because I'm inconvenient now, because I'm not fitting into this pretty little box, because I sometimes need a shoulder to cry on, because sometimes I need support. You should be able to receive the same kind of support, the same kind of love, and the same kind of care that you constantly give out into this world, just naturally. You don't even think about it. It doesn't even register in your head. People see it. You just don't. And you deserve to have that too, right back to you tenfold. Just know that you are so lovable. Don't let anyone, any force, any power on this earth stop you. Anything in this universe, don't let it stop you from thinking that you are not just a gift. You're a gift that's supposed to be treasured. And anyone that doesn't make you feel treasured, they can go. Don't let your parents make you feel like you're being selfish just because you want peace in your life. Just because you need to be away from them to heal. Just because you want to be yourself and be free to do that, and just breathe and just be okay and be safe in it. Don't let anyone make you feel like the villain for doing that. If they want to think that, they can think that. But still, you can remove yourself from any situation if you want to. You don't have to have them in your life. I promise you, you don't. You will feel so much lighter letting that go, even if it's just for a time. Let it go. Go find yourself again. Go be yourself again. Go try to love on yourself. Go try to find love. I love you guys so much. And I hope you enjoy your night, day, whatever it is for you. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, you guys.